Welcome to the Owatonna Today Show. Glad to have you along. My name is Betty Johnson, your host for today. We know a lot of you are catching us out there on Charter Channel 8, and we thank you for that. They run us 6 days a week, so you have lots of opportunity to catch the Owatonna Today Show. Also, you can take us along if you're not going to be around your television set. We are out there on blip.tv as well as YouTube. Be sure to enter the date of the particular program you'd like. And on Facebook. And if you like us on Facebook, then you'll receive notification each time Leanne uploads a new program. And also, once again this year, we are going to be giving away a pair of tickets to see the Steele County Blades hockey team. And you could register for those tickets on Facebook, or you can telephone Leanne, our producer, at 390-5751. And as always, if you have any suggestion for a show or somebody you'd like to see interviewed or have questions or comments, please feel free to email us at owatonnatoday@charter.net, or you can phone Leanne at 390-5751. Today is Wednesday, and it is the 6th of November as we're getting into those snowy days we don't want to see unless you're a sports enthusiast. You probably like that. We do have a great show coming up. We are going to be talking Lions Club. They have a wonderful fundraiser called Pies for Eyes. And then it's this time of year for Triam Graphics calendar. I always look forward to getting their calendars, and we're going to be talking with Mike Jensen about that. And that is just ahead, right after we take this break to pay some bills and check in with our fine sponsors. So please stay with us.
I'm Dan Branstead of Carlson Branstead and Company, Certified Public Accountants. We support the Owatonna Today Show.
Owatonna Public Utilities, real people, real reliable, real progress. Making life a little easier day after day, taking pride in our community, listening to what you say, a voice you can talk to. We're growing with you in mind in everything we do. Owatonna Public Utilities.
Greetings, I'm Laura Ressler, Director of the Steele County Historical Society, and I welcome you to our History Center. We invite you to join in all our activities events where we honor the past and look towards the future.
Our first guests are from the Lions Club, Rich Strom and Wayne Starman. As you can see, they are bedazzled in their Lions regalia with lots of awards on their vests, and very impressive gentlemen. First of all, I have to ask you, how do you earn all those little pins with the beautiful states, Minnesota and birds and different things on them? What do you have to do to get those, besides being a member of the Lions?
A lot of them are from conventions, and every year the district governor has a pin that he gives out, and when he appears at our meeting to speak, he passes out pins to us and so on. And as we move around, I've got one from Arizona. We ended up going to a rodeo down there, and there was a food stand put on by the Lions Club, so I got a pin from them.
So quite a collection. Yeah. So, first of all, how long has the Lions Club been in Owatonna? Well, it's been around since, what, the teens, 17? Something like that?
The International Club has been around since 1917. It was organized in Chicago by a man named Melvin Jones, and he decided that the civic organizations could be more useful and beneficial if there was a more of a network of clubs rather than individual clubs. So he started the Lions Club, and we're not real sure why he picked the name Lions. But the clubs have grown to 1.5 million clubs around the world in 206 countries, I believe. So it's the world's largest civic organization.
And Owatonna jumped on board not too long after that, didn't they?
1922, our club was organized. So we are 91 years old. I think we missed the opportunity to celebrate our 90th anniversary last year.
And what is the mission of the Lions Club? What is the purpose that you hear in Owatonna?
Well, back in 1925, Helen Keller spoke to the Organization of Lions, and up until that time, they were pretty much just a civic organization that raised funds for a number of activities, but she challenged the Lions at that time to be what she called Knights to the Blind, and do what we could to do away with blindness in the world. And so since that time, our main focus has been blindness and eyesight.
Vision
So,
related?
Vision related.
Okay. And now your fundraiser it's been going on for a little while. It started in October sometime.
Yeah, we got the
Called
material out to our members
Pies
mid-October.
for Eyes.
Yeah.
So Wayne, why don't you tell us about what? We have some pictures along. So if if you're hungry, it's making my mouth water. Delicious pies and other things as well.
We've got a variety of pies and then also a number of soups, both very, very high quality product, as well as a couple of
Cheesecakes.
cheesecakes, drawing a blank, and
Picture of the cheesecake, huh?
very
There's the
very high
soups.
quality product comes out of a company out of Iowa. This is actually, I believe, our 12th year that we've been doing this, and we have a long list of repeat customers who basically you give them a call and oh yeah, we want this, this, and this. And
Well, they've got a
so
new
it's an
customer. I
easy
bought
sell.
two bags of soup. So okay, there's the
There's
cheesecakes
the
too.
cheesecake, yes.
Yes.
Yes, so.
It's wonderful.
It's one of our. It is our major fundraiser as far as the organization is concerned, and then the money that we earn from this goes to the state programs, the Leader Dog program, and the other variety of programs that the Lions put on. And just in the past, been 3 or 4 years now, we've gotten involved in diabetes and
That
the
affects
eye.
eyesight, doesn't it?
Yes,
Yes,
very
people
much so.
blind from that,
And so that come on board with that, and just recently now I've gotten involved in hearing also. So you see boxes around the community. There's one at Cashwise as well as the other grocery stores and the clinic and those places collect eyeglasses and hearing aids that are refurbished and cataloged as far as the lens are concerned, and those are used in foreign countries by eye optometrists and so on who travel to South America and Central America and other countries to
And they examine
examine
and
they match them up with the lenses
program.
that are available.
Great
Yeah.
program.
Okay.
Now, how does someone, if they are watching us and they go, oh, that soup looks good, or that cheesecakes look good, how do they get in touch with you? How do they buy one?
You can give me a call. My phone number is 451-6796, and my wife or I will happily take your order. And the product will be in the 23rd of November down at the Eagles Club.
The Eagles,
and
okay.
so anytime between 9 a.m. and 1 p.m. can come down to the Lions, or you can just, actually we have extra product that they bring for us, so you can walk in, or if you order soup and decide at the last minute you want pies, you can,
Well, that's
pick
a good
that
idea,
up.
because if
extra
you
stuff.
walk in and you see it right there, it's probably hard to resist.
to
I mean,
resist.
even the pictures are hard to
bet,
resist
yeah.
on the soup. And that's when you pay for them as well.
Yes.
You do.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
there's no money exchanging hands until you get your
Right,
product. So
right, yeah.
do
We
you
should
have a
do-
goal about you?
Excuse me, we should mention that the Eagles Club is a change this year. And we have a lot of repeat customers, so we want the repeat customers
Oh,
to know that
okay,
we're
sure.
going to be at the Eagles Club this year instead of the
Community center.
Community Center.
At
So you
the
don't go there and
fairgrounds.
go, oh no. where's
So we're at
that?
the
Yeah.
Eagles Club for the pickup.
We'll remind when we call and remind them of the date to pick up. We'll also
Okay.
remind them of the change in location. So
Now, do you have a dollar goal in mind that you try to achieve each year?
last year we sold over 1,000 units of product, and so our goal is to increase that by. I challenged each member to get an additional 10. So we're looking at a couple of hundred more. We have 19 members right now.
We have 19 members now.
You don't go door to door, though.
No,
Not
no.
really, no.
So to get the word out and sell that much, that takes quite an effort.
Yeah, like I said, the major part of our business is repeat business. The quality is so good that people basically. I've had people ask me, "How soon are the pies orders coming up?" And I said, "Well,
Well, I'm going to put
end
this
of October,
cheesecake down
November."
because it's making me look at it. I'm going to order some if I keep looking at them over there.
So people are looking forward to it, and it's always comes in the Saturday before Thanksgiving, and so it's timely as far as to use for the holidays.
Now, Rich, the funds that are raised here, do a lot of them stay here, or a portion stay here, and they go to a state or the national? How are the funds divided up?
Well, thank you for asking that, because we want it to be known that most of the funds we raise stay either locally to buy eyeglasses for people that can't afford them, or vision testing for people that can't afford it. And we do provide some hearing aids for local people. We have a vision magnifying reader that we provide to some people in the community. So most of our funds we try to keep locally, but some of the funds, as Wayne mentioned, go to the Minnesota organization, and the Minnesota runs the Minnesota Eye Bank, which provides corneal transplants to people. And
Wow, that's really getting involved in the eyesight, isn't it?
Yes, the Lions Eye Bank and Lions facilities at the University of Minnesota are just extraordinary. We fund totally the Minnesota Children's Eye Clinic. So if anybody has a chance to go up there and look at the facilities, that's all funded by primarily the Minnesota Lions. So we try to keep it locally or in Minnesota. Some of the funds do go to our international organization, the International Foundation. They provide, on a more of a global basis, funds for vision and any other kind of disasters. So,
one of the local projects that we have done, I think this is our 4th year coming up now, we've done it for a number of years. We sponsor the banquet for the National Honor Society students at the high school every April, May, first part of May. And as of, this is the 3rd year, I believe, we're doing it now, we've provided two $500 scholarships from our funds that we raise here also for 2 students out of the National Honor Society group.
How large is your local membership?
19. We have 19 members.
That doesn't sound like a lot. You could probably use some more.
We could use some more, yes.
All of the great work that you do. You need to publicize your great work better. Maybe jump on board and help out a little bit.
Hopefully, people watching this will get the urge to join, and we would love to visit with you and show what we have to offer.
Great things Lion Clubs are doing. So once more now, how can they get in touch so if they can order a cheesecake, pie, or soup? So it's pies for eyes and
451-6796, and that's my home phone number, and I'd be happy to take your order.
And it'll be picked up the 23rd at the Owatonna Eagles Club this year.
Yes,
that is a change of venue for that. So, gentlemen, thank you for stopping by. We wish you great success with that program. And I'm looking forward to tasting my soups.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
We're going to take this quick break, and when we return, Mike Jensen from Triumph Graphics will be along showing us the new calendar for 2014. So please stay with us.
Hi, Ann Plaskanko here from Senior Place, and it's our 25th anniversary this year. We provide health and wellness programs, and one of those programs is massage therapy with Betsy Wright.
Yes, Repose Massage can give you pain and stress relief naturally, so make an appointment today.
Yes, and find out all the other programs and services we have to offer and join Senior Place today.
Do you know how to safely dispose of your expired or unused prescription and non-prescription medications? Not by flushing them down the toilet or putting them in the garbage. Doing so pollutes our rivers, streams, and drinking water supply. Take it to the box instead for safe, secure disposal. It's easy. Bring your unused medications in their original containers to the drop-off locations listed on the screen and drop them in the Take It to the Box drop box. Proper disposal of unwanted medications keeps them out of the hands of children and out of our environment. This is a message from the Safe and Drug-Free Coalition of Steele County.
Hello, my name is Katie Marshall. A year ago, my family and I became homeless. We were scared and alone. Today, with the help of Steele County Transitional Housing and generous donors like you, my family and I are safely housed. I am working, going to college, paying my rent on time. My children have a warm bed to sleep in every night. My family and I are so grateful for this second chance. Please help others in need by donating to transitional housing today. Everyone deserves a safe place to live.
Hi, I'm Glenn Mager.
And I'm Tim Thomas of the Brick Mager Funeral Home, and we're proud to serve the Medford and Owatonna areas with cremation and traditional funeral services.
And we're proud to be a part of the Owatonna Today Show.
United Way of Steele County is all about changing lives,
reaching out a hand,
painting a brighter tomorrow,
creating opportunities,
inspiring and regaining hope,
navigating obstacles.
Please join us and all Jostens employees by giving generously, advocating for a better quality of life, and volunteering your time to a partner agency. We all win when we
live united.
We are back with Mike Jensen from Triumph Graphics, and I apologize. I thought Mike was going to bring a calendar along so we can get a sneak preview, but it's under wraps until...
It's under lock and key until Saturday.
And what happens on Saturday?
We have our huge open house where we'll unveil the calendar. This is actually our 20th annual calendar. Hard to believe.
It is.
It has been 20 years already, but we're very excited. It's a beautiful calendar.
It's always a beautiful calendar.
I know it was all printed. They're putting it through bindery today, so it'll be ready, but it's under wraps. We do that on purpose. We're very intentional at keeping it as closed as we possibly can.
Well, over the years, people know how wonderful those calendars are, and there is an anticipation for it, and people want to see it.
Well, you build the excitement, and the open house is fun. We'll typically have anywhere from 400 to 500 people come through for the open house. One of the special things with the open house is we have all of the entries for the contest will be on display for this year. So that means we're going to be displaying 761 photos this year.
700? How could you narrow it down?
It's quite a process. We have a panel of, this year I think it was 15 judges, and it's about a 4 or 5 round process that we go through. Rounds 1 and 2 really get us down quickly. I mean, it's a kind of a flashcard sort of approach. You get a chance to look at the photo and say, would you want that hanging on your wall for a month or not? And so then if they pass through that one, then we start to put them into seasons. Then we start to put them into months. Then the fun happens. And the group of 15 starts to get to battle a little bit for ones that they really like, especially if there was one that didn't make it from round 1, they can battle it back.
Oh, really?
And so I've always said it'd be a fun study in psychology or sociology or whatever the right term is there, watching the group dynamics, because they become passionate about a certain photo. I know we had a couple photos this year that were battled back from what we call the dead. They made it back from the dead. And when you start looking at the context of the calendar, it makes some sense. That, that one really does fit with the flow, with the seasons, with the, and in order to get through round 1, you have to have at least a greater than 50% vote yes. So you could be right on the cusp and not make it.
700. So what's the criteria that you're looking for? What is it, besides being a pretty picture?
We're pretty open in the criteria. We can accept scenery, people, any of those kinds of things are all available to us. What's really helped us is the social media and the internet component, because they can enter their photos online. Any person can enter up to 2 photos online into the contest. So I would say the bulk of ours come from online. We actually had entries from 49 states and Puerto Rico. I was just going to ask you that. With online, you must get them from outside the area. They do. They come from all over the place. But the cool thing is, I think at least 4 of the winning entries this year came from Minnesota. And I know that at least 3 of them, I think, came from Owatonna in particular, with definite strong ties to Owatonna. So it still has the local root, the local flavor, the local feel.
Now, what's the prize that would get somebody?
It's a monetary prize. And there's $1,000 total given away. And I think if the math is right, and I haven't looked back for a while, I think if you get the cover, it's $100, and it's $75 if you're selected for one of the months. So it's not a huge monetary, but there's no investment to get into it. You know what I mean? So I know for the open house, though, it's fun because we'll look back as we're putting up all these 761 photos and go, oh, we could have done this many different ways, or, you know.
Okay.
As you start looking at some of the photos or the images, you're like, oh, I didn't remember this one, or that kind of thing.
But then you also have quotes to go along with them. And to me, that has got to be to do such a great job of coming up with one that matches the picture.
It's been a lot of fun for us, and it's kind of a team effort. One of our lead designers, Brendan, has, for the past few years, has really spent a lot of time on that. And with the internet, that's been most helpful, because what you can do is you can look at a photo, whatever it is, type in some attributes about the photo into, you know, Google or a search, and all of a sudden you can start getting some quotes that start to have a feel or flavor. And then if you get stumped, others on the team will step in and help and try and pull that together.
But you couldn't do that 20 years ago, though, could you?
No. Back in the early days, it was going through the books, and it was much more difficult to do that.
And more local photographs, too, weren't they?
Oh, yeah. I mean, like this photo right here in front of me, I don't know if you can get that on the screen or not, is our very first cover from 1995. And you'll even just see, I mean, technology from the beginning till other ones that we've done here. I mean, technology is really advanced as well, and how you can handle photos, how you work with the color, you know, the digital age, those kinds of things. For us, it's been an incredible way to show or highlight our capabilities as a printer.
Right.
It's something that hangs in people's offices or homes for an entire year, so it has some shelf life. It's a big investment on our part to run the campaign and to run the contest.
I love the milk cans. Like I was saying before we started,
this
I don't
one
have a
here.
photographer's mentality. If I walked by that, I would not see how that would make such a great picture, but it does.
I believe this one, if I'm hopefully quoting correctly, this photo was taken by Judy Surson.
Yes, it says photo by Judy Surson,
Yep,
yes.
I think that's a Judy Surson photo. It was back in the early days. And when we first started and we'd have to do the color separations, they were very expensive. And we actually didn't do all of them in-house. And so you'll see that the photos from the early years are a little smaller because we could do multiple up on a page and separate them that way to save some dollars. So you'll see that they're a little bit smaller in size than some of the more recent or newer.
My favorite ones are those that don't look staged.
Right, just very natural,
very. That'd make a good picture and snap and.
Those are some of the best, and I mean, a lot of people say, "Oh, they must be all professional photographers." They really aren't.
They look like it.
They look like it, but it's people that were at the right place at the right time, grabbing the right shot. Is really what it is.
But you have to have that frame of mind, though, too. Like I said,
always
I
be
never
looking.
would have thought of that.
To always be looking.
Even the bicycles, the flowers, you know, through the bicycle wheel in the basket is a great shot.
Yeah,
now,
just a fun one.
Do you have experts? I imagine a panel of experts to pick the pictures?
What we do for the judges is we pull together a very diverse panel. In the beginning, we used to pull in photographers as our judges. And then we got to thinking, you know, these things are hanging in people's office spaces, in their homes, out in the public. They're the people that should be judging. They know what they want hanging in their house for a month or a period of time. And so we pulled together a number of our clients, a number of people that we know, just a real diverse group of folks to judge and evaluate the calendar and to do that. And it's worked very, very well for us over the years.
Well, with that many entries, you must spend several nights or days going over.
We start at 5:30 and we're usually done by about 9 o'clock. It's an intense.
Of all of it?
Yep, it's an intense kind of process that you go through. It's very quick, very, very regimented. I mean, we've done it. We know what we're doing. It's interesting because when the folks come in to start judging, they're a little bit overwhelmed. And you go through round one and you go through 760 photos because you look at every single one twice. Every photo is looked at least 2 times. So the first 2 rounds take.
I couldn't make up my mind.
We don't give you time. You have to make your decisions quick. There's no debating.
You've got it down to a science, obviously.
We do.
Obviously.
So we're super excited to share it. This it's only just a couple days away. This Saturday, November 9th, from 10 until 1 at our office, right at Triumph Graphics, 625 East Main Street here in Owatonna, Minnesota. We'll have the coffee pot, the cider on, fresh home-baked cookies. We'll have all of the photos on display from the 761 entries. Lots of things happening. We'll also have our stampers and scrapbookers out showing new techniques for holiday gift giving. So we encourage folks to come out and join us.
Now, for someone who is probably just tuning us in and is brand new, what is the charge for the...
Free.
That's
And
the
it's a
best
free
price.
calendar, too.
Mhm.
Everybody that comes gets a free calendar. It's our way of being able to hand it out into the community, so we're very excited about that.
Well, Mike, thank you for stopping by today, and I'm sure you're going to get a lot of people down there. I know I'm looking forward to the calendar.
Wonderful.
Great.
Thank you.
Mike Jensen from Triumph Graphics, and when we come back, we do have a wrap-up with lots of announcements, so please stay with us.
Hi, I'm Amy Martinez.
And I'm Adam Martinez, owners of Snap Fitness in Owatonna.
Snap Fitness is a fast, convenient, and affordable fitness center, and we're proud supporters of the Owatonna Today Show.
Everyone deserves opportunities to have a good life, a quality education that leads to a stable job, enough income to support a family through retirement, and good health. But the reality is, many children fall behind, many families are struggling, and many others are in poor health. United Way's goal is to find long-term solutions. Thanks to a grant from the Otto Bremer Foundation, we're hosting community conversations this year to address these issues. If you'd like to join us, please call our office.
Hi, this is Barry Gillespie, president of ERA Gillespie Real Estate, where our pledge is to save you money, save you time, and simplify your life. And we're proud supporters of the Owatonna Today Show.
We do want to pass along some announcements. There are activities going on around the area. And coming up tomorrow at the History Center, they've got a great program for kids. It is from 10:15 until 6:30 at the History Center. Preschool age, it's going to be Buffalo. It's uses past and present. How fascinating is that? And then the Time Travelers is for children ages K through 6th grade. That's at 6:30 at the History Center. And these are free children's programs, and they're offered the first Thursday of each month. So, you know, if you want to see what's coming next month, just look for information, and there's something going on that I'm sure would probably be very interesting to your children. Also, coming up this week, it started today, is the blood drive at St. Joe's Church. It's going on until 6 o'clock tonight, and tomorrow from noon until 6, and Thursday from 8 until 1. You can call for an appointment at 800-733-2767, but walk-ins are also welcome. And as we talked about with Mike Jensen, there is plenty for all at their open house coming up this Saturday. You can see the photo gallery of all their beautiful entries and get a calendar, have some refreshments, and check out all the latest scrapbooking items that they have at Triumph Graphics. And then the Homestead Hospice House is having a fundraiser, the National Hospice Month, and it's a beer tasting event. It's going to be held coming up on Friday the 8th from 6:30 until 9 at the Holiday Inn and Suites. And of course, the proceeds go to benefit the Homestead Hospice House Patient Care Fund, and it's co-sponsored by Cashwise Liquor and also by the Holiday Inn. Pizza is available. If you're going to have beer, you got to have pizza as well. Tickets are just $10 in advance and $15 at the door. So we do want to thank you for joining us today and invite you to be sure to stay tuned on Friday when we're going to be talking with Julie Anderson of the Steele County Transitional Housing. And then Leanne did a wonderful video for the United Way campaign. We're going to be viewing that as well. And that's all coming up on Friday, so we hope we'll see you back here then. Until then, have yourself a good Wednesday. For Leanne Alt, I'm Betty Johnson, and this has been the Owatonna Today Show.